All right. So now that we know that the sum of all of the angles of a pentagon is 540, let's add up what we have. So we know that we have 50 degrees plus 73 degrees plus 146 degrees plus 161 degrees plus x, right? We don't know the last one. And we know that that equals 540 degrees. This is a formula we can solve. First, we have to combine all of our like terms. 50, 73, 146, 161. Those are all our like terms, and they add up to 430 degrees. So now we have 430 degrees plus x equals 540 degrees. So we solve this like any other equation where we want to get x alone on one side of the equal sign. So, Brandon, what's the first thing I get rid of to get the x alone on one side of the equal sign? Yes, I have to get rid of 430. So since it's a positive number, I subtract it out. So 430. That crosses out to 0. What I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So now I'm going to subtract 430 from here. And that leaves me with 110 degrees. X equals 110 degrees. And I box that out. That's my final answer. So the missing angle measure is 110 degrees. Did that make sense? What we did first was find out for a pentagon what the total sum of the angles would be. And then we made an equation where we added up everything that we already knew. X represented what we didn't know. And then it equaled the total sum. So we subtracted what we knew from both sides, and we were left with x, or 110 degrees. All right, let's go to number 6. Find the measure of the interior angles. So again, we're going to solve this. We'll start by figuring out what the total sum of the angles should be, because they've given us an x and a 2x, right? So let's count our sides. Got one side, 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, 5 sides, 6 sides. So we'll use our formula, which is sum equals 6 minus 2 times 180. So sum will equal 4 times 180. And the sum will equal 720. Right? Now, we're going to add up everything that we know. So we have 75 degrees plus 102 degrees plus 136 degrees plus 2x plus x plus 92 equals 720 degrees. So now we add up all of our common denominators, right? And so if we add up 75, 102, 36, and 92, we come up with 405 degrees. And then if we combine our 2x and our x, we get a positive 3x. And that's going to equal 720 degrees. So if I want to get my x alone, Mr. Bobo, on one side of the equal sign, what's the first thing I have to get rid of? No. You mean 405?
I mean 405.
Yes. So since it's a positive number, how am I going to get rid of it? What's the opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
Yes. So I'm going to subtract 405 degrees, which will cancel out to 0. Thank you. Bobo, you're going to speech? Yeah. Sure. All right. So what I do on one side of the equal sign, I have to do on the other. So now I have to subtract the 405 degrees from the 720, which gives me 315 degrees, right? So let's rewrite what we have left. And what we have left is 3x equals 315 degrees. This is a regular one-step equation now. I still need to get the x alone on one side of the equal sign. So I need to separate the 3 from the x. I'm going to divide it by 3. Very good, Bella. And those 3's will cancel each other out to 0. And so I then divide 315 by 3, which gives me 105 degrees. So x equals 105 degrees. And I box that out because that's my final answer. All right, why don't you guys try number 7 the same way we just did number 6. I'll give you a couple minutes and then we'll see what you come up with. Yes. What? On what? Actually, it's not working right now. Why don't you just move closer?
Doesn't Polygon have 8 sides?
There's 5 sides.
A polygon is a many-sided figure. A pentagon has 8 sides.
So a Polygon has 5?
No. There can be quadrilateral is a polygon. It has 4 sides. 5 sides is a pentagon. 6 sides is a hexagon. 7 sides is a septagon. 8 sides is an octagon. 9 sides is a, I think it's a nonagon. And 10 and up, it's just a tenagon, an 11agon, a 12agon, a 13agon. Polygon is a term that just means a shape with many sides.
So just put many sides.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yes.
That's
Sure. All right. So let's count this number 7 up and see how many sides it has. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So I'll start with my formula. Sum of angles equals 7 minus 2 times 180, which gives me sum equals 5 times 180. So sum of the interior angles is 540. Now, since I know the sum of all of the interior angles, I can take what I do know and add them all up like an equation to equal 540. So I'll give you guys another couple minutes to work on this and we'll go back to the problem.